Conference Finals. It was a 132-126 win over the Lakers. Now, the Nuggets led by as many as 21 points in the second half. That's before the Lakers were able to pull within 3 with just over a minute remaining. After the game, Darvin Ham talked to reporters about moving forward from the loss. Take a listen.
Were you optimistic, though, with enough of what you saw in the second half when it comes to, limiting them a little bit more defensively, the things you guys found offensively? Did you see enough to still leave this game and feel relatively good despite the loss?
Yeah, I mean, we woke up and I thought we started digging in and playing a little bit with a little more urgency. But there's no doubt in my mind, when we come out for game 2, we'll be ready. We'll go back and do what we need to do for our team physically, start the recovery process now, break down the film, watch what we need to watch. But thank God it's the best of 7. It's not the NCAA tournament. It's the first of 4. We'll be okay, trust me.
I don't know, maybe tweak that starting lineup some? Yeah. Shannon, were you more encouraged or discouraged from what you saw from your Lakers last night?
I was encouraged because I don't believe the Nuggets, Skip, can play 3 more games with the way like they played the first 3 quarters. So I'm encouraged by what I saw. Anthony Davis should still be able to get what he wants. LeBron can get what he wants. You look at the first half, the Nuggets outscored them in the paint, beat them on second chance points while out-rebounding them 36-13. But if you look at the second half, the Lakers out-rebounded them 17-11, outscored them points in the paint, beat them with second chance points. So there were things that happened in the second half, whatever the case may be, whatever alignment, whatever adjustments that Darvin Ham made at half, it seemed to work, especially in the fourth quarter. So obviously, Mike Malone looks at that, and maybe he has a counter to that. Mm-hmm. But I'm coming out with Rui. But the one thing I'm gonna tell the guys, I need guys other than AD to get on the glass. Because Skip, he's gonna get you somewhere between 15 and 20 rebounds a night.
Just standing there.
Yeah,
he stands flat-footed and gets them.
Well, he gonna get 3 because he gonna tip it. That's 1. Miss it, tip it again. That's 2.
He's got octopus arms, right? Yeah. They're just everywhere. Yeah. He's got like 7 arms, and they're just tipping the ball. Right?
So. Skip, but I like what I saw over the last quarter when they did put Rui on him. AD was able to roam, block a couple of shots because he brought Rui, turned him right into, and he let the ball go, and AD blocked it. But like you said, you're going to give up something. Yep. You just hope that the guys, is KCP going to go, what did he go last night from the 3? He was 3-8, but he hit some big ones. Michael Porter Jr. hit, Yoke was 3 of 3, Jamal Murray was 4 of 8. You just got to, if you're going to help, if you're going to come, just make sure you're leaving a guy that you don't feel comfortable consistently knocking down the 3. Yep. That would be Aaron Gordon. Jeff Green hit one last night, but I'm going to help off Jeff Green because I don't believe he can consistently knock down that shot. So I'm encouraged by what I saw. I believe they'll be better than what they were through the first 3 quarters of the Lakers because it seemed like they were just dragging their feet. It was just like, come on, guys, come on.
All right. I'm going to turn Jen's question upside down and ask of me, because I picked the Nuggets to win this in 7 games. Was I encouraged or discouraged? I was discouraged by what I saw in the end of the game because, seriously, it felt like after the game, the Lakers had won the game. That's how it felt. They lost. I got it. It's 1-0, and you can't take that away. But listen. If the Lakers come back out for the first quarter of Game 2, the way they played the fourth quarter of Game 1, they are going to win Game 2 handily. They're going to win it convincingly because they started to look like the better team. They had Denver so on its heels, mile-high heels, that finally it just took one ill-advised shot by LeBron, or I believe that they win the game. It was almost a shame that the Lakers didn't win the game. Mm-hmm. All right, so what did I see in the fourth quarter? Well, here's what I saw. You turned the tables on them. You out-rebounded them in the fourth quarter 10-7. You outscored them in the fourth quarter 34-26, and it felt like a beatdown in the fourth quarter because you go on a 14-3 run to get LeBron to that point where he took the ill-advised 3. Okay. So I look at Joker. Look at those numbers through 3 quarters. He's 31, 19, and 12. Mm-hmm. In the fourth quarter, he goes 0 for 2 from the floor. And he does wind up with 3 points because he did get to the free throw line. He made 3 out of 4. And they ended up down the stretch being pretty big free throws. My point is this. you found the antidote to a player who looked completely unstoppable in ways that we have rarely seen a playoff player look,
right,
where he just looked like you're going to have no answers.
Right.
You have arguably the best defensive big man in basketball in Anthony Davis,
right,
and he had no hope, no chance. And yet you took a kid that you picked up just before the trade deadline, Hachimura, who's a nice player, but nobody ever accused him of being a great NBA player out of Gonzaga. And all of a sudden at 6'8", 230, although I think it's more like 240, he started bodying up Joker. And I loved his quote after the game. He explained, this is from Dave McMenamin, ESPN.com, but he said Hachimura tried to plant his weight on Joker's knees to limit the big man's movement, meaning he's trying to lean in kind of knees to knees where you pin his knees, and you lean in and the fulcrum of the weight is hitting onto Joker's knees where he can't move around you. Right. You're pinning him, sort of. You're in space. You're just saying you can't get around me because I am stout and I got a base underneath me. You always talk about how somebody's light in the back pocket. He's heavy in the back pocket, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it was a beautiful move, but now I'm going to throw this at you. Now it's up. The ball just went in Michael Malone's court. What you got? What's your answer? What is your touche? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Aaron bleepin' Gordon, a 35% three-point shooter during the regular season and a 35% during the postseason. Okay, what did he do in the fourth quarter last night? Well, you can see what happened. Aaron Gordon didn't take a three. He took one shot and made it. It was just a little putback shot, but he was a minus 13, by far the worst plus-minus on the floor. Wound up with 4 points because he made 2 out of 6 free throws. Shannon Sharp, what do you think they're going to tell Aaron Gordon? If AD is going to roam the lane, if he's going to lurk and swoop underneath the bucket and basically double cover Joker, what do you tell Aaron Gordon to do? Don't you tell him to go camp at the three-point line? You're going to get, they're going to be like free throw three-point shots. You're going to be there, and we can kick it to you. You're going to have to make 2 or 3 threes that will force them, because if you can force AD to go to the three-point line, then you're good.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that Hachimura can stop Joker one-on-one the whole game.
No, none of them. Okay. Well, you saw AD couldn't stop him one-on-one the whole game.
All right, so there you go. So that's the fix to me. That's like the turnaround fix. But I got to tell you, it just felt like the Lakers figured them out. And once Austin Reeves went Jamal Murray on Jamal Murray and the Nuggets, because he was blazing hot, right?
Yep.
And he took the 1 3 that cut it to 3. It was a 30-foot 3. He just stepped right into it. And I told you, this is a kid who shot 29% from 3 at Oklahoma for a couple of years. I don't know what's gotten into it.
His confidence is off the charts now.
Hey, and didn't he play? I forgot to look at the final box. Didn't he play
42 minutes? He played the most minutes.
He played the most minutes on the Lakers last night. The Los Angeles Lakers and Austin Reeves, the undrafted free agent, plays the most minutes.
Yep.
You know why? Because the head coach trusts him to make the right plays and to play hard on defense. And, okay. There's no, because you're going to have to travel and play and travel and play and travel and play. Okay, so game 2 is huge for, now it feels huge for Denver because it seems like they're on the ropes right now, because if the Lakers come out and just stomp their foot down and say, we got you, we got this, because in the fourth quarter, Joker looked a little hapless to me. He looked a little lost, like, I don't know how to do this, right? After he looked as dominant and as undominant as I've ever seen the same player in the same game. I
think he took his foot off the gas in the fourth quarter. I think it wasn't so much that they stopped him, but they scored 26 points.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray had 3.
I mean, they didn't play poorly in the fourth quarter, but down the stretch, they just got cold.
Yeah. And you were showing the video, Skip, is that when one of the misses, Michael Porter Jr. got the rebound, they end up getting a bucket out of that. So if you grab the rebound, now we might be having a totally different discussion today also. You got to get the rebounds. Hopefully they don't let them out-rebound them 36-13 at the half.
Yeah. So you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
I do.
Darvin Ham looked like he was feeling real good about himself.
Man, Skip, hello. You got out-rebounded in the first quarter 22-6.
Yeah. Okay. And why was that? Look, here's what happened. The truth is, Anthony Davis no-showed in the first quarter. That's what happened. The truth is, he no-showed. He drifted on the defensive boards. He did, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you got to be. Do you have the first quarter up?
Yeah.
What did he have, Anthony Davis?
Rebounds?
Yeah.
1.
Okay, he had 1 rebound. How many did Joker have?
Joker had 6.
In the first quarter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was, as Michael Malone pointed out, at one point it was 22-3 Denver in rebound.
Well, let's take it back. Joker had 12 rebounds.
That's what I thought, yeah.
He had 6 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds.
Okay.
Well, he had more offensive rebounds than the Lakers had rebounds.
My point is, it was 12-1 in rebounds because AD, he didn't no-show on offense because he winds up scoring 40 points. But he no-showed on the defensive boards, right? You just can't, can't let him do that to you.
No.
Right?
He was... I mean, Skip, now they got, I mean, in Jokic, they're like, okay, where does he belong in the pantheon of all-time greats now?
Until the fourth quarter, and then you're saying, I don't know, where does he belong? Right?
Well, I think he's the best player in the NBA right now.
Okay, but he did not look like it in the fourth quarter because you rendered him ineffective.
Yeah, but Skip, I mean, the guy only took 2 shots.
Okay, but that's the point. And they have had issues, Shannon, over time. They've had big issues with him not being aggressive enough, right?
Yeah.
Like Malone said last night after the game, an aggressive Joker is a dominant Joker.
Right.
Well, they always keep trying to push his buttons because he's got some AD going on in him where some nights he comes out and he does not push the pace.
I think the thing is he has LeBron in him where he's not looking to score.
There's some of that. Yeah, I agree.
He's more of a passer. I'll give up my shot. I give up this to get you going.
Okay, and then what has to happen to start game 2 is the Lakers have to get back on defense. I know it kind of burns your lungs at the very first because you can't quite get as much oxygen intake as you usually do. But you got to just get back because they're about to run you out of the gym.
Well, Skip, I mean, they wouldn't get back on the made basket. I mean, they make the basket and the Denver Nuggets got the ball out the rim and already up the court.
Can't do it because if you open this game this way, you might find yourself in such a deep hole that you can't climb out.
And then you spend so much energy trying to get back into the ball game. We definitely see a better. We'll see a better showing in the first quarter and the first half.
Better.